Doc here with the Humboldt YouTube channel, and I'm out at Centerville Beach. We're on the backside of all the king tides, so I figured I'd come out to Centerville Beach and see what the conditions are looking like. So stay tuned, hang with me. Let's get to it. Nice, clear, beautiful day. Like there's still a little bit of surf out there in the coming in through the jetties. I love coming out after the storms pass through because clears out all of our skies, and it's a perfect time to get out to the beach. So see what it's looking like, man. Bit of surf out there, huh? Centerville's such a beautiful beach. And wouldn't you know it, there's nobody out here. That seems odd. All right, well, let's park and take a little bit of a walk here. Yeah, this road here is gets king tide challenge, although it's pretty cleared out now. They put some barriers up here, but boy, it comes all the way up against this whole berm here, the side of this hill. Not a lot you can do about it, and they'll come out and clear the road, but I gotta say it's looking pretty clear. There's nobody here. I swear, I love this time of year, and because it's fairly mild weather here in Humboldt, although it's been in the 30s the past few nights. But you can come out here and enjoy the beach all to yourself. But they really cleared out all this sand out of the road and all that. The Eel River outlet's out there. And they had some pretty wicked flooding out there. Cannibal Road and all that. And it's still looking pretty flooded out there, but what a beautiful beach. That's looking south. Flanier Creek is right around that corner. You keep going up this road, it's closed. The Flanier Creek slide from the last year and a half or so, my son and I came out here and right after the latest slide, and man, it's just devastating, but a little breezy. Might as well walk the beach. It's not often you get it all to yourself, although it's not entirely uncommon. This is the Centerville Cross here. It's a memorial for the northerner that shipwrecked out here. January of 1860. The northerner was a steamer paddle wheel ship, boat, I guess you could say, passenger, and it left from San Francisco and was making its way up to Washington. And it was making its way around Cape Mendocino, which is about, if I had to guess, 15 miles south of us. And it was coming through Blunt's Reef. And as it was making its way through Blunt's Reef, it struck the rocks. They're right under the water, and it had no shot. But it kept going, and it made its way all the way out here, and it sank. Quite a few folks lost their lives, and that's the cross there to commemorate it. That was back before the Cape Mendocino Lighthouse was built. The Cape Mendocino Lighthouse was finished in 1868, 8 years after the northerner. And you can hike out to the Cape Mendocino Lighthouse. The original foundation and the oil house are still out there on Cape Mendocino. I did a full historical video on it. I'll put the information down in the description if you're curious, but that's pretty interesting. It's tragic. Look at all the sea foam out there. It's a little breezy. It'll take me a walk out there and enjoy the beach. Tide's trying to work its way out, but they've been pretty balanced tides here. King tides we had about, at the peak they were 8 feet. And on a low tide they're a -2 foot, which is perfect timing for go out to the tidal pools and the Milwaukee, but the low tide was at night, and I did my best to check it out, but man, you know, get out here and lose some stress. All that foam, just, it's weird, you know? Wow, look at that. What a trip, huh? Let's walk out a little bit here. Look at that. A trip, huh? You don't want to get too much. Your shoes get all wet and nasty. Sun's starting to hang down, and a couple folks came out walking their dog. Yeah, it's a sea foam, as it were. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I don't want to, and there's water under them phones on them waves coming up. I really don't want the combination of waves and foam getting into my pants here. All right, well, let's, I'm gonna make my way down and it's a bit of a shelf on this beach. It's not the safest to swim at, none in these conditions here. Got to be careful of the riptides and all that, you know. See where all the Eel River flows out. Cannibal Island, the mouth of the Eel, all that comes out up there. Centerville's, it has a lot of significant history out here. Back in the 1850s, I just drove past some of the historic foundations are right around here. But for farming and all the rest of it, it really gets flooded in here when we have a lot of floods. I mean, it gets pretty haywire back there, and there's been plenty of rescues out on the Eel. Cannibal Road gets, you can't even get out there actually, and just the way it is, I guess. Well, just wanted to come out, and I haven't been out to Centerville in a little bit anyway. It's been a couple months, I want to say. It's one of my favorite beaches. I say that all the time, but it certainly is, because it's right here on the, you can park right next to the beach. And you're here, which I've never been out here when there's nobody. And these couple folks showed up, but it's a beautiful beach. Wow, I love it here. It's just a special beach, you know.